We have so many different options. If we want to write, we have so many different options. Let's talk about case study. What exactly is a case study? Case study is a systematic, detailed, comprehensive account of a situation. If you write a case study, you can get it published. If you write a case study, it will enable the world to understand a phenomena better. Broadly speaking, researches are of two types. One is called quantitative research. Another is called qualitative research. These are the two types of researches. In quantitative research, we rely more on numbers, mathematical formulas, so many things. So quantitative research is use numbers, statistics, and all those things. Qualitative research methods, they look at the emotions, feelings, experiences, processes, thought processes, and therefore they are outstanding. I like qualitative research very much. It's something you feel engrossed. I myself did qualitative research. I did qualitative research and I enjoyed every moment of my research. It was great experience, indeed. One researcher wanted to study the working condition of the workers. He could have adopted quantitative method. In quantitative method, he would have created a questionnaire, undertook survey of 10,000 people or something like that, analyzed the data, presented the findings. But that would not have been joyful. That would not have been joy. But one researcher I know who lived with workers undertook qualitative research rather than undertaking a questionnaire-based research. He disguised himself, lived with the workers, spent a lot of time with the workers. He used to have morning tea with the workers, breakfast with the workers, spend, after the day, used to work with the workers during in the mines and in factories. And after the work was over, he used to stay with the workers. He created his own hut with the workers. He disguised himself as a worker. And he learned a lot. He enjoyed, learned a lot. He had developed a clear understanding, a better understanding about the state of the workers. The benefit of the qualitative research is in the researchers. There is transformation in the researcher. The researcher is able to understand the world better. In quantitative research, you are able to create some data, statistics. Through statistics, you can prove anything. Statistics is something which is, very useful, but it can be very dangerous. If somebody wants, he can prove anything with the help of statistics. You need to have your intentions. As per your intentions, you can prove anything with the help of statistics. But if we talk about qualitative research, we are not at all interested in statistics. Yes, in qualitative research, we are not at all interested in statistics. We are not interested in numbers. We are not interested in mathematical formula. We are more interested in understanding the process. So they are great. So if you undertake a qualitative research, you will experience transformation. You will develop insights about the situation. You will really love doing research. And case study is an excellent form of qualitative research. So when you write a case study, you have a great experience. You are sharing your experiences, your insights. You create a situation in which the reader becomes a protagonist. The reader is forced to take decision. The reader has to look at different choices. The reader is facing the same dilemma which the main hero of your story is facing, right? You know, there's a plant in Chennai. In that plant, workers undertook gherav of their supervisor and killed the supervisor, murdered the supervisor. Now, one researcher was there. He was observing all these things. He was trying to understand the different perspective, communication gap, all those things. If he writes a case study and publishes it, it will be a wonderful case study. Although there will be technical problems because probably the company will not permit the publication of the case study. Because if you are publishing a case study on a company, you have to obtain written permission from that company. And such sensitive case studies cannot be permitted. So the company will not permit the publication of such case study. So it may not happen. But then there are some positive aspects also. I observed amazing transformation of workers in Jaipur Rugs. Jaipur Rugs is also having Jaipur Rugs Foundation, through which they undertake welfare activity for the workers. Jaipur Rugs is a huge organization. More than 35,000 weavers are associated with Jaipur Rugs. And Jaipur Rugs treats their weavers as their family. So through Jaipur Rugs Foundation, they take care of their weavers. So I liked what they are doing. It was great. So I thought case study, small caselet should be written on this so that other organizations also get inspiration. So I wrote a small caselet, sent them for permission to Jaipur Rugs. They permitted me and I published it. So if you write a caselet means a small case study. Big comprehensive case study will be very long, comprehensive, and a small caselet of, let's say, 800 words, 500 words, 700 words, 1000 words, up to 1000 words. That is a caselet. So caselet can also be useful. People can read it. Comprehensive case studies can be written, which may be very long, comprehensive. Obviously, they will require much more efforts. They will require much more time, energy, resources. But write case studies and then you can get them published. You can publish them. There are many publication houses which publish case studies. IIM Ahmedabad publishes Vikalpa. They also publish case study. Harvard Business School publishes Harvard Business Review, that also publishes case study. And there are many journals. There are AV publications. So you can publish them there. And if you're writing small caselets, you can get them published on many blogs, and that can help you. So when you write a case study, if it's a comprehensive case study, big case study, you also have to prepare teaching note so that the teachers can use your teaching note to prepare their teaching strategy. So you have to prepare a teaching note also. If you're writing a big comprehensive case study, you can also ask a few persons to write case analysis as a model case analysis so that it can be used by others. In case studies, we do not insist, in a case study, we do not insist on a right method. Every answer is right. Nothing like this is the best answer or this is not the best answer, this is right, this is wrong, nothing like that. But then you can say some kind of ideal understanding you can have. So case study can become a very good source of academic contribution for you. It can help you in understanding a phenomena. In the field of management, I insist that everybody who is doing research in management must only use case study method. I mean, it's amazing. If they are able to prepare some 10, 15 very good cases, that itself will be great learning for them. Obviously, academic contribution is already there, but they will develop insights about what it is, how it is happening. For example, if somebody prepares a case study on how Grameen Bank transformed Bangladesh, or how Seva transformed the lives of more than 30 40 lakh women in India, or how Swachh Bharat Abhiyan benefited from organizations like Sulabh Shauchalaya. Comprehensive case studies can be written on how ISRO has created amazing work culture. ISRO is a government organization, but it is working outstanding. While other government organizations are there which are highly corrupt, ISRO is known for its efficiency, honesty, transparency. So case studies can be written on such organizations. There are so many issues, so many things, so many people who have done outstanding work, so many organizations who have done outstanding work. Case studies can be written about them. And these case studies can be very useful. You can also write some popular articles also based on those case studies, because general public is also interested in knowing about some outstanding works. Yes, they're always. So first of all, in order to start your academic journey, in order to start your writing journey, you should become member of a network of writers. That will, enable you to start thinking in this direction. When other people will share with you that, look, we have written this thing, you will also get a motivation. Yes, I will also write something. Then you will also write something. And in this way, your journey as a writer will start. And every day you have to find opportunities so that you can improve yourself. Writing is one such field where you experience improvement every day. When you write an article and it is reviewed by somebody else, and you find one page note that, look, these are the mistakes. Initially, you're shocked. But when you do it, you realize, oh, it's a part of training. I'm learning something. It's very good. This plus point is there in blind review. In other review where you nominates a reviewer, the reviewer is also, because he's your friend, he may not sometimes identify your mistake, sometimes ignore it. So the result is not coming. The result comes when it is a blind review. So if it is blind review, the other person is giving honest review. And that honest review enables you to develop yourself. If your article is reviewed 5 times, 6 times, every time you find, yes, this is a mistake I used to make. I'll not make this mistake. And this helps. I have also experienced, and I'm experiencing it every day. Every day when I send my article for publication and it comes back to me with the reviewer's notes, I find, yes, I've got something new to learn. Initially, it is shocking, but it is a great learning experience always. So we should enjoy this. And, the journey of writing articles, research papers becomes smooth if we are able to enrich our vocabulary and develop our competency in language. If we are making grammatical mistakes, or if the structure of our sentence is not very good, what will happen? The reader will not be able to connect. The reader will say, yeah, this is not very interesting. I'm not able to engross. Good writers are those, if they have written something, it will connect heart to heart relationship. You are writing something and I am reading, and I'll find myself fully engrossed. Okay, I have to read it, I have to finish it. Of course, yeah, if you are writing a very, very technical research paper, it may not have very engrossing quality, but at least first 2 3 paragraphs you can make them engrossing. Technical parts maybe later on, where it is all data that you have written down, but make it the first paragraph, which is introduction, very, very engrossing, so that the reader is able to connect. That's important. We have to encourage readers to read. Now reading habits have reduced because so many new multimedia have come. People find it more convenient to watch a YouTube rather than reading. If I write an article, how many would like to read it? Very few. Instead of that, if somebody prepares a very good documentary film, everybody would like to see it because that is more engrossing. Therefore, we writers have a challenge. We have to write such things which can engross, which can compete with videos, which can captivate the reader, which is such that the reader may find really very useful, insightful, very helpful. After reading, the reader should feel elevated, enriched, and say, yes, this has been an excellent investment of my time. So, how do we do it? You know, mankind has always respected writers. Writers, I mean, they may be somebody who is writing a poem is also writer, somebody who's writing an essay is writer, somebody who's writing a novel is also writer, somebody who's writing a story is writer, somebody who is writing a case study is also writer, somebody who's writing a journal paper, an article, or a research paper is also writer. And every writer has an important duty. The most important duty is to contribute to the field of literature. And the contribution to the field of literature means if you use a language, it should be very good language, standard language. If you use words, yes, they should be very good words, proper use of the words. If somebody looks at your academic contribution, they should respect you for your writing power. Yes. So that is an important thing. If you develop a new word, fine, give introduction of the new word so that the new word doesn't create a, because sometimes it happens. In Hindi, we do not find Hindi languages because our government has purposefully neglected Hindi language. The government has asked every academic institutions to do its academic work in English language. Only your papers written in English language are approved for the purpose of UGC care and all the other purpose, API and all those things. So what is the problem now? That you do not find technical words in Hindi language for many modern day equipments, modern day tools, techniques, modern day terminology. And you find yourself handicapped that you do not have a word in Hindi language for that. So you have a choice. Either use English word or develop a new word and give description of the new word. I'll suggest you should use the second method. Develop a new word. Now this request is to everybody. Please enrich your mother tongue. Please enrich your mother tongue. Write technical papers in your mother tongue also, so that the mother tongue is also developed. Otherwise, over a period of time, it will get extinct. My mother tongue is Hindi. My mother tongue is basically Rajasthani, but of course, that is not recognized language. So I'll say my mother tongue is Hindi language. So I make it a habit that if I write one article in English, I also write one more article in Hindi. I have a moral duty to write in my own mother tongue. I try to write articles on technical topics also in my mother tongue. And I make request to everybody. If your mother tongue is Tamil, do write an article in Tamil language also. Technical articles also. Journal papers also. It's unfortunate we don't, because of the wrong policies of our governments, our mother tongues, they, they, they will not be able to flourish because of the wrong policies of the governments. And if we can start imparting technical education, vocational education, professional education in mother tongue, it would actually help. It would actually help. But somehow the government has, and some professional bodies, they want that no, only English should be used. Fine. Let them think like this, no problem. But this is my perspective. I believe that we should write in our mother tongue also. It is our moral duty to support our mother tongue. If everybody starts writing in mother tongue, I'm doing just like me. If everybody starts writing, what will happen? My mother tongue will also have vocabulary for every new thing. And my mother tongue will remain relevant. If one day a good government comes to power and they say, okay, you can impart professional courses also in mother tongue, it would be very quick, very easy. Far better results will be there, and better education will be possible. Of course, mother tongue is able to engross people. Capability to learn increases in mother tongue. So it will help. Yes, it will help. And if you say that, okay, you require English for connecting with global audiences, today we have translation softwares, translation apps. You speak in your own mother tongue, and the other person is able to listen to you in his mother tongue. True? Let's pray. We can all pray. We can all make little efforts that is possible at our end. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,